Hi, my name's Liam, and this is Connor, and we're here to
Stop.
teach you the difference of squares.
Alright, here we have an equation that can be factored using difference of squares.
So, how do we know it's a difference of squares?
The things that you have to look for are two terms where it's a perfect square and a perfect square. And they'll be subtracted from one another. So a perfect square subtracted from a perfect square. And the minus sign is really important. If it were x squared plus 25, that is not factorable.
Boom, awesome. And what's another example of a difference of squares?
Another example would be something like p squared minus 9, or something like that.
Alright, what's a more difficult example?
A more difficult example would be something like 64x squared minus 36. And this is actually, it's the exact same process, it just adds a coefficient, which makes it look a little trickier.
Alright, so how do we factor x squared minus 25?
Yeah, let's start with that one. Okay, bring it over here quick. And so, let's just do this in a different color. X squared minus 25. First of all, let's get our brackets going, so that we'll have our two binomials. X and x. We can start with that because we know that
There are two
first
x's.
step, x times x equals x squared. And then we just know that x minus 5 and x plus 5 have to be our other two terms, because that's what multiplies to give us 25.
Alright, okay.
But let's go into proving this a little bit more. We'll bring the equation down here. Just erase this over here. And we've got to remember our FOIL laws. So, first, outside, inside, last.
So pretty simple.
Pretty simple. You've probably seen this before. Let's multiply the x by the x to get x squared. Then we'll multiply the x by the 5 to get plus 5x. Then the negative 5 times the x to get minus 5x. And then the negative 5 times the positive to get negative 25. And these two, then we add together our like terms, and these two cancel out, leaving us with x squared minus 25, which is the same as what we started with. So this is the final answer for a factored equation.
Awesome. Can we try a more difficult one now?
Sure. Let's move over here, and we'll do... Yeah, let's move over here, and we'll do 64x squared minus 36. And, yeah. Can we move the camera?
No.
No.
Ah.
Okay. 64x squared minus 36. Same thing. We just go 8x times... Get this yet. 8x.
So why did you choose 8x and 8x?
8x multiplies. You can raise 8x to a power of 2 to get 64x squared. Basically, square it and you get 64x squared. So we'll get into that a little bit later. Then we'll also do minus 6 and plus 6 over here.
Awesome. So
And
that's simple.
That's simple. It's pretty easy. Now we just need to remember that 8x times 8x equals 64x squared. 8x times 6, that gets us 48x. And then negative 6 times 8x equals negative 48x. And then negative 6 times positive 6 equals negative 36. Add together like terms. These two cancel out. 64x squared minus 36.
Also, so boom, chicka pow, same thing.
Same thing. This is your final factored equation.
Sweet. Any last words, Connor?
Stay in school, kids.
This video was produced and directed by Liam Nama and Connor Blog.